Hey everyone, today we're diving deep, and I mean really deep, into the WooSuite AI plugin for WordPress. This isn't just a quick overview. Think of this as your complete masterclass, your guide to every single feature so you can unlock its full power.
So let me just ask you, are you ready to finally put your website on autopilot? Seriously, we're talking about automating all those tedious, time-sucking tasks so you can get back to what you're supposed to be doing. Growing your business.
So here's the game plan for this guide. We're going to start with your AI command center, which is basically mission control. Then we'll get into the magic of automated content and SEO. After that, we'll look at the Security Sentinel, tackle site migration, and wrap it all up with setup and maintenance. Let's get right into it. Okay, first up, your AI command center. I really want you to think of this as the cockpit of your website. It's designed to give you that crucial high-level view of your site's health and performance without you having to dig around for it. And this is it. The dashboard. It's your central hub. You know the pain of having to click through a dozen different menus just to figure out what's going on? Well, this dashboard solves that. Site health, security, SEO, it's all right here, front and center, easy to see in a single glance. Now, let's look at what makes this so useful. These are the key widgets. The threats blocked one, that shows you in real time how many attacks your firewall is fighting off. Last backup is there for your peace of mind, so you can instantly see that your data is safe. And my favorite is the SEO score. It kind of gamifies the whole process with a simple 0 to 100 score, so you always know exactly where you stand. And check this out. This chart is just a brilliant way to see your SEO workload visually. That big green bar, that's all the stuff you've already optimized. And that smaller bar, the one with missing data, that's your to-do list right there. No more guessing what needs to be done next. All right, let's move on to section 2, automated content and SEO. This is where the AI really rolls up its sleeves and does the heavy lifting for you. We're talking about writing meta tags, beefing up your product descriptions, basically saving you hours and hours of work. And to really get it, you've got to see the difference between the old way and the new AI way. Manual SEO, right? It's all just time-consuming research, a ton of guesswork, and then that tedious, soul-crushing data entry. With WooSuite's AI, that's all gone. It's instant generation, data-driven optimization, and full automation. It is an absolute game changer. So, how does it work? Well, you've got 3 main ways to do it. You can generate for single items if you want that fine-tuned, precise control. You can optimize selected to do a whole batch of products at once. Or, if you just want to go fast, you hit Optimize All, and it'll chew through up to 500 items in one go. You get to choose the level of control you need. Now listen up, because this is super important if you use that Optimize All button. The whole process runs right inside your browser, not on your server. And that's actually a really smart way to prevent server timeouts on big jobs. But it means you have to keep that browser tab open and active until it's done. If you close it or navigate away, it'll just stop. So just let it do its thing. And hey, it's not just about SEO keywords. The content enhancer is basically like having an AI copywriter on your team 24/7. It can rewrite your product descriptions to sound more professional or more persuasive or even more fun, whatever tone you want. It's all about making your products sell better. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about protection. Section 3, the Security Sentinel. This is your automated, always-on guard dog, working around the clock to keep your site safe from hackers, malware, and all that annoying spam. So your site is protected by these 3 core layers. First, you've got the firewall, which blocks bad guys before they even get a chance to knock on the door. Then there's the anti-spam, which uses this clever, invisible trick called a honeypot to fool spam bots. And finally, login security stops those brute force attacks by locking out people who fail to log in too many times. These are your foundational shields. But what happens when the system logs an event? Normally logs are just this wall of cryptic, technical jargon that's impossible to understand. Well, that's where the Log Advisor comes in. The AI translates all that geek speak into plain English. So instead of some confusing PHP warning, you get a simple, clear message like, hey, someone tried to log in as admin and failed. It's clarity, right when you need it. Now, if a scan ever finds a suspicious file, you don't have to panic and hit delete, potentially breaking your site. Instead, you use the quarantine. It's like a digital penalty box. It moves the file and renames it so it can't do any harm. And why is this so much better than just deleting it? Because if it turns out that file was actually important, you can restore it instantly with a single click. It's safety with a safety net. Let's talk about Section 4, effortless site migration and sync. Come on, let's be honest. Just hearing the words site migration is enough to give most of us a headache. This whole section is about getting rid of that technical nightmare, whether you're moving your entire site or just pushing a few updates.
The whole migration process has been boiled down to just 2 simple steps. It's fantastic. Step 1, on your old site, the AI runs some safety checks and then packages everything up into a database file and a special security file called a passport. Step 2, on your new site, all you have to do is upload that little passport file. That's it. The tool takes over and handles the entire secure transfer automatically. Now, it is really important to understand the difference between migration and site sync. Think of it like this. The migration station is for moving your whole house. You use it when you're changing servers or domains. Site sync, on the other hand, is like moving just a few pieces of furniture. It's for pushing specific products or settings, usually from a staging site to your live site. So remember, use the right tool for the job.
And that brings us to our final section, setup and maintenance. This is all about the essential tools and last few settings you'll need to know to keep your site and the plugin itself running in peak condition. Here's a quick rundown of the essentials. Your Grok API key. That's the magic key that connects you to the AI engine. No key, no AI. Your license key, of course, unlocks all the awesome pro features. For cleanup, Clear Transients gets rid of temporary data to keep your database tidy, and Optimize Database keeps it running fast. And that Reset Migration button, that's your one-click emergency fix if a migration ever gets stuck. So there you have it. Your SEO is humming along on autopilot, your content is more engaging, your site is locked down and secure, and migrations are no longer something to dread. Your website is finally working for you, not the other way around. Which really just leaves one big question. With all of that off your plate, what are you going to do with all the time you've just saved?